Morning, I'm Steven Sprinkle. This is MorningBit. Let's get to it. Top 3 things I think are important today. The first of which is the donation campaign that's recently been started by the Bitcoin community to give to the survivors in the Philippines that were just affected by a recent typhoon. I mean, it's a devastating event, and I really love how the Bitcoin community is showing that it's interested in more than just speculating around the currency and more than just exchanging within itself. I think this is really great to show that Bitcoin has a highly valuable position in giving to those in need much more rapidly than existing currencies can do. I think it's a fantastic example of this in this case, and I think it's really great that we're giving back. I'll refer you to a specific donation campaign that's going on right now, and it's actually by the company I mentioned yesterday, CoinKite. They're up to about 4.5 Bitcoins right now, but I would love to see that number really grow and just show these people that we care and that the Bitcoin community cares. The second story that I think is really cool today is a report that recently came out of the Chicago Fed, and it really shows how the United States Fed is really not understanding Bitcoin yet. And I'll read you a quick quote from the actual report that came out. And they said, the individual who was writing in this study said, "It's hard to imagine a world where the main currency is based on an extremely complex code understood only by a few and controlled by even fewer, without accountability, arbitration, or recourse." I kind of agree with the article writer in this sense that that's kind of a comical statement to say in regards to the United States dollar, because it is incredibly complex. It does have accountability, arbitration, and recourse, but if you're using cash, those kind of are mitigated to a certain extent. So I think this is a really cool study to take a look at and kind of understand how the government agencies, at least inside the United States, are looking at the Bitcoin currency and how they're currently understanding it. It'll really help enlighten you on how to approach the currency going forward and approach fiat currencies in relation to Bitcoin going forward as well. And then the last story I wanted to bring up, and this comes out of something that I've been kind of hearing rumors about, and I mentioned a couple videos ago, and that is these libertarian communities that are starting down in Central America and South America as well. The one specifically I'm referring to is positioning itself as the first libertarian community to accept Bitcoin. I think this is really cool, starting to see these communities solely accepting Bitcoin and creating ecosystems around the currency itself outside of the external governing agencies. So these libertarian communities are kind of like Hong Kongs of Central and South America, where you do have the centralized government over top of it, but it's allowed to operate in its own little geographical ecosystem. So I'm really curious to see how this will progress and how some of these other communities will progress. I'm interested about potentially jumping into one of them, but it's still kind of super early stage. So we'll see how this goes, and as I kind of research and understand it more, I'll keep you guys updated. But those were the top 3 stories I thought were really cool and important today. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, share. All of that really helps. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.